George Bernard Shaw once entitled Lady Augusta Gregory as the greatest living Irish woman. Lady Augusta Gregory was an Irish dramatist, folklorist and theatre manager. She was born as Isabella Augusta Perth in 1852 as the youngest daughter of an Anglo-Irish gentry family. She was educated at home and influenced by her Irish-speaking nanny, who taught her the history of the area and local legends which sparked her interest in folklore. In 1880, she married Sir William Henry Gregory, a popular neighbouring landowner who introduced her to a wide and intellectual world of arts and travelling. After marrying, Lady Gregory began her life at Coole Park, the estate of the Gregory family. Lady Gregory's literary career did not begin until after her husband's death in 1892. Lady Gregory was a romantic and valued the purity she believed was in the past, opposed to life and tradition that was now tainted. She spent long days collecting Irish folktales and writing numerous books of stories about Irish mythology that she collected in the countryside. With her work, she played a considerable part in the Irish literary revival, which was a flowering of the Irish literary talent in the late 19th century. During her lifetime, Lady Gregory translated and wrote over 40 plays and a great number of poems and essays. While she was born into a class that closely identified with the British rule, her interest in cultural nationalism and interpretation of it was emblematic of several political struggles that occurred in Ireland at that time. Her in-depth research of Irish history also influenced her political views. An outcome of this work was a shift of her political beliefs from unionism, a political ideology that favors the continuation of some form of political union between Ireland and Great Britain, to support of Irish nationalism, which she later described as a dislike and distrust of England.
While living at Coole Park, Lady Gregory hosted many intellectuals and those in the literary sphere. Some of her more prominent guests included William Butler Yeats, J.M. Synge, Douglas Hyde, Sean O'Casey, and George Bernard Shaw. With the convergence of these minds, Coole Park became the center of the Irish literary revival of the early 1900s. All of these visitors and their host, Lady Gregory, left their mark at Coole Park and in literature. While Coole House no longer stands, a tree on the property, carved with the names of visitors, lives as a remembrance of what took place at Coole Park and their influence today. Lady Gregory not only hosted various guests, she was also a patron of W.B. Yeats. Lady Gregory supplied Yeats with money, intellectual and material support, influence, and her work. Lady Gregory worked with Yeats in several capacities. She collected folklore from the field for him, composed written work with him, such as plays, and provided financial support. Lady Gregory and Yeats, like all people, had their conflicts, but they maintained a friendship over 35 years, which led to the production of many literary compositions. Despite being known as the patron of Yeats, as well as helping others who were part of the revival, Lady Gregory was a prolific writer herself, recording folklore and her autobiography amongst other pieces. The friendship of Lady Gregory and Yeats not only led to the production of written work, but also to the establishment of the Abbey Theatre in Dublin. Together they co-founded the Abbey Theatre in 1904 with its opening in December of the same year. The goal of the Abbey Theatre was to initiate and participate in national conversations and bring upon the stage the deepest emotions of Ireland. The Abbey Theatre is still in operation today and is known as Ireland's National Theatre. Lady Gregory remained a director of the theatre until her retirement in 1928. Suffering from breast cancer, she died in 1932 at Coole Park at the age of 80.
Hi everyone, my name is Antonia from Germany.
And I'm Erica and I'm from the US.
So we just did this video on Lady Augusta Gregory, And as we're both foreign students, we didn't have a clue about her. We didn't know her beforehand. So that's why we wanted to focus on her biography, to get to know her and on her achievements.
So for the video, we pretty much split up the work evenly. We both did research on her. We both found photos for the video, and we both worked on putting the photos in order and recording for the film.
And also we did the short interview with Judith Hill. She's the author of a very famous biography about Lady Augusta Gregory, and has also helped us to get a more in-depth knowledge of the topic.
Yes, and we both thought that this project was beneficial towards the class because we got to learn more about folklore, which we didn't get to learn about in class.
So thanks for watching, guys. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you did so too.